Hey everyone, it's announcement time, and I just realized I'm not wearing my wedding ring. Sorry, Andrew, the announcement is not that we got a divorce. We are still happily married. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump right in, but I am going to have a little bit of backstory first. So I have been doing photography for around 8 years, and that is continuing. That's not the announcement either. Still going strong here, but up until this point, I have been a jack of all trades, kind of. I have been doing a little bit of everything from engagements and weddings to newborns, maternity, families, and seniors, college seniors, a little bit of everything. And I have really, really loved that because I think it's really important to capture each step of people's lives really well. And there's beauty in everyday moments and in big celebrations, and those happen throughout our whole lives. So I have really enjoyed that. And I have just felt recently that I think after doing that for over 8 years, it's time to take my kind of the next step in my business. And first, let me say, there's nothing wrong with a photographer doing a little bit of everything. I have been doing it again for a while. And I have some really great photography friends who are incredible photographers and do a bunch of different things too. So that's wonderful. But I think in order to take the next step in my business, it's time for me to kind of get really good at one thing to serve my clients better and serve myself as a business owner better, and ultimately serve my family well, as I have a toddler running around and I have limited time for my business currently as we provide all of the childcare. But anyway, I think that, yeah, this has kind of been a long time coming. Ultimately, I've enjoyed doing everything, but it's time for me to kind of focus into one niche. And I've realized since Isaac was born that I've found myself photographing or enjoying photographing maternity and newborn and families with young kids a lot more. I've always enjoyed this. I actually didn't do newborns for a long time because I was only really exposed to the posed newborn photography that I'm not as interested in. But once I discovered lifestyle newborn photography, where families are interacting with the babies, I got a lot more interested. So anyway, I've been enjoying those sessions a lot more. And I think even more so than just enjoying them, I've learned how much of a treasure those moments are. All of the cliches are completely true about babies growing fast and these moments being fleeting, but even more than that, even more than the fact that the baby isn't going to look like this for much longer, I think that I've recognized how important it is for moms and dads or caregivers to be in those photos with their kids, and seeing the connection between everybody kind of all at once in the family at that stage in the baby's lives and in the caregivers' lives too. I mean, I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of photos of Isaac in my camera roll. And, I'm in some of them, but the only ones that are really, really quality and that I really, really love are the ones that I've saved on my phone from my own family sessions that we've had professional photos taken of our family. Or, the occasional selfie will turn out, and I actually love a couple of those, but they're few and far between, and they don't really capture the whole interaction between us, because it's just kind of like, oh, here's my face, here's my son's face, or here's Andrew's face back here. So you don't really get to see us interacting with each other, which are the photos that I love the most. Anyway, so all of this to say, moving forward, I'm going to be focusing on photography for expecting parents or brand new parents, or parents with a new baby in the family, and families with little kids the most. So maternity, newborn, families with young kids. And my hope is that in carving out this new niche, rather than doing a little bit of everything, that I will have a greater focus in my work so that it is more streamlined in my own brain as a business owner, which feels really important to me since I do have my own toddler running around. That, it's just really important that all of my processes are efficient. So it helps me kind of organize things on the back end of my business so that things are efficient, so that I can kind of organize things well and serve my clients better because of that. And even more than just kind of the processes of emails and things, I think I'll be able to serve my clients really well and enhance the experience that y'all have, because I will be able to really have the bandwidth to sit and think about what moms and dads are going through, what you all need, what you all want out of your photographs. And so I mean, I've gotten really good feedback so far, but I think that this is a way for me to really take it to the next level and have a really fantastic, outstanding experience for you all, even better than what you've had before. I'm also going to be able to continue curating really beautiful photo art, the prints and wall art and albums that I offer. I'm going to be able to tailor them even better toward moms and dads and preserving this really special time in the life of your family really well. And my hope for that photo art is that you will be able to enjoy it in your home and leave a legacy of joy for your kids. I've been thinking, I wasn't actually sure I was going to say this, but I've been thinking about my mom a lot recently, and I'm already starting to tear up. If you don't know, she passed away when I was 21. And I've just been thinking a lot about her and about how precious the photos that we have together are to me and the photos I have of her. And, you know, when I was growing up, digital cameras on phones were not as much a thing. And so, the photos that I have of her are just so much a treasure to me now. And I want y'all to be able to give really beautiful photos of your own family and of yourselves to your kids, so that when they're adults and as they get older, they'll always have those photos to hang on to, not just on a computer, but like in their hands in albums that they can carry on. Anyway, I want you to be able to leave a legacy of joy for your kiddos, and they'll always be able to see how much you love them through the photographs from when they were little. So maybe more about that later. But you will be seeing some changes around here on my Instagram. I'm actually also Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're watching this. I'm also redesigning my website, which I'm super excited about. You may have already seen some of these changes already. I've mostly been posting photos that kind of go along with this new vision. I had several weddings last year and especially last fall that I haven't really posted photos from, even though I love those people so much. I love those photos so much. But it's just not what I'm really moving toward now. I'm not saying I will never photograph a wedding again. I'm not saying I will never do a high school senior again. I will be, well, again, more on that in a second. I will be taking special requests and considering those carefully. But right now I just kind of want to leave it at that. This is already an 8-minute long video, quite long. I'm aware of this. If you're still with me, thank you. So I could share a lot more now about special requests, and I could share more about a couple of other things that have influenced my decision here. But for now, I just wanted to fill all of you in. There are a lot of emotions that go along with this, and I can share more about those soon too. If you have a question about that, let me know. I will leave a slide after this, and you can leave comments on this video too. But I will leave another slide separately. If you want to ask questions, I'll be answering those hopefully in the rest of this nap time that I have after I'm posting this, as well as tonight and the next day. So leave a comment with your question and I will be happy to share those. And if you are still with me, thank you so much for sticking with me. If you saw me glancing up a bunch, it's because I was looking at some notes and making sure that I touched on everything that I wanted to touch on. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Ultimately, I'm super excited about this, and I'm really excited to celebrate you guys with expecting babies and new babies and little ones as they grow up and y'all really become a family. So let me know if y'all have any questions, and thanks again for joining me on this little video. Have a great day, guys.